section shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go from East Rutherford. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hey, Ken. Hey, 551, 550, bunch right. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Alpha. Right.
Short side option here. He's running left. And it's a nice little chunk here. 6 yards. Riley Moss with that tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Finds a seam down the middle. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Yep. Here we go.
Chubb running out of the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs like that Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades.
And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Finds Mims. How about a big hitter? 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game.
On 1st can't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Andre Shishko. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back. Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They start the drive with Hall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's on the move. The ball is out. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sidelines are best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend, and that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they fake it on 4th and 1. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
From the 37. Headed out right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And that means third down coming up.
Here we go.
Here's Nix to throw. Forced out to his right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. No mas. Angel. Hey, Ken. Mayday. Is that all right?
Shotgun snap to Fields. It's a downfield working left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Chased out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Hey, Ken. Easy. 11. Go.
Throwing again on second down. Fields escapes the pocket. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he'll go down here at the 16.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Don't jump. Ready?
Off play action. It's Fields. Cut near the goal line. He has the New York touchdown. Zerline on now for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Jets double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
They give it to him again. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackle made there by Derek Nottie. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. So it's going to be 4th and short. They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st. Now give left side. Past midfield to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will, break their pride.
And he's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Broncos in need of some points before the break. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one fired in there. Complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Nicks. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Up. Here we go, Set.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. For big yards on the right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Good.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, can. Set.
Now it's Fields. Buys time, rolling right. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Test. Bunch right. Here we go. All right.
Fields on 3rd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Here's the handoff. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. It's a design boot. Buying some time right. He'll make a bouncing football. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally. An impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
1st down throw for Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. I'm good. Tonight.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Nix. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Nix from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now Now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Alpha. Hey, Ken. Here we go. Hey, never mind. Monday. Chip slant. Go.
Play action, Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Here we go.
He'll try to do it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets parlay the interception into points. It's a Justin Fields touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets push their lead to 18. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their 1st sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17. They'll run here on 1st down. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Back to the well again. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. Touchdown, Denver. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now, after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. This, our last play of the quarter.
Delta. Here we go, son.
Fields on first down. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Jets have it with a lead to start the fourth, but the win's not secure quite yet. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Alpha. Here we go, son.
Finding room past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, son. Hey, can. Right.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready?
Running back sent in motion left.
Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's got pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
You got a mini basic. Why not? Extend. Right.
Fields now, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And what a hit there. Allen, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, it's Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Tonight.
Chubb running out of the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Extend. Here we go. You good. Tonight.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Here we go.
Motioning left is their running back.
Go.
First down from the red zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw.
Here we go.
When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Offense up to the line fast.
Alpha. Right.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His third total score this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going deep. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Broncos trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60, 70.
Here's Nix to throw. He's on the move. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go. EQ. Right.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Getting out to his left. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Right.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
551. Right.
Hall goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Good.
Got to hurry this to the
EQ.
line.
You got Nelson. Right.
Fields out of the gun. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Swings in the kick at the 9. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
Okay, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and they pick him off again. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Taking a big shot for the... And oh, he got it! Interception! Pat Surtain has it! And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So the win goes to the Jets. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.